Three of you? One of you? I'm not the funny one. That's okay. You can clap later. I don't mind. We got a fantastic show for you. Before I go, I want to introduce myself. My name is Chris. I'm with Kelso Entertainment. I come from a family of three. I'm the youngest. Both my parents are older. Oh my gosh, she's not even the talent. No, we got the poster here. We have a great show for tonight. We got a great opener. His name is Jake Peterson from Abbotsford. We got Wes Barker tonight. He was on America's Got Talent. He stumped Penn Tellers Fool Us. He's on the Comedy Network, MTV, all sorts. He puts on an awesome show. Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight? Awesome. Before I go on, we do have a couple show sponsors. Nomad Ciders, who's doing the free samples here. Thank you to those guys.
Talking about the purse the dog was in, not the dog itself. 10 years later, I have a 5-pound chihuahua. Do we have cat people in the room? Is there any cat lovers here? Anybody? No? We got one there, so one there. Maybe you'll relate. The rest of you are obviously dog owners or otherwise. I've got these two cats, right? Adorable. But annoying as fuck. Like, my cats, when we try to go to sleep, they literally sleep all day long. And then the moment we try to go to sleep, they are at our door. Meow, meow, oh yeah, meow, 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 you know, over and over. We open the door, and they don't come in to sleep with us. They come in to run across our pillows, back and forth from nightstand to nightstand, like it's, you know, some sort of highway. And then if they're not doing that, they're at our face, literally, meow, poking us, meow, poking us. You know, you kick them out of the room, and then God forbid we try to sleep in the next day, they're at the door, meow, meow, meow. You know, I've gotten so frustrated with this that I have decided to try to prove a point to them. You know? So now, every time I walk through the house and I see one of them sleeping, I fucking poke them. Kick them with my foot. Just a nudge. You know, just a, how you like it, you know? Sometimes I get real down low. I look them right in the eyes. And then I just say their names over and over. Stella! 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 You know? There's days that I'm super fucking annoyed with them, and I just lick my hand and I wipe it in the wrong direction across their fur. It takes them like an hour to clean themselves and straighten out that fur, you know? I think my point is getting through to them. Except one of them has actually started shitting outside of the litter box on the floor. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna shit on of theirs to prove my point, but I'm working on it, you know? Stay tuned. Yeah, these adorable cats. I've always had cats in my family. We always had some sort of mutt dog, and then we had some beautiful cats. I identify more with cats myself. These two cats that we had, though, they were these beautiful twin Siamese mixed. I'm at that age now, you know, where most of my friends they're married or divorcing. They have one or many children, a litter, if you will. I've noticed that they've all started using social media, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. These were all places that we once used to post slutty pictures and videos of drunken shenanigans. This has now become a place for new parents to post parenting advice of each other, you know? And it's always things like, little Mikey won't stop crying through the night. How do we stop this? Or little Sarah. No, I haven't seen little Sarah in a long time. Little Madison. Little Dakota, you know? The little devil. Little monkey. She figured out how to get out of her crib. How do we stop this? I am that asshole friend that always comments first. And I always comment with something like, turn off the baby monitor. If a tree falls in the woods and there's no baby monitor on to hear it, it doesn't make a sound. You know? Or maybe I suggest you upgrade little Madison's, little Dakota's crib to a kennel. I found one on Craigslist. Here's a link, great deal. You know, fire it off. I've also noticed there's this new trend amongst those same new parents. It's this trend of posting your child's picture, like a headshot, as your Facebook profile picture, as if that kid has now inherited this account and all the friends that go along with it. I shit you not, if I were to give you my phone right now and you look through my friends list, you would think that I am friends with a bunch of preschoolers. But do you know what's worse than being friends with a bunch of preschoolers? I am friends with a bunch of arrogant, conceited preschoolers who feel the constant need to brag about what I would consider some pretty mediocre accomplishments, you know? Like the other day, buddy posts a picture. He's holding a whiteboard. Written there on the whiteboard, it says, "Today I am 16 months old, and I can walk all by myself." Hoot, hoot. You know, it was even written in like sloppy, childlike writing, backwards letters and stuff, as if the kid had written it himself. You know, which, let's be honest, that's a bigger accomplishment at 16 months than walking itself. Anyways, I see this, I get a little red, and I send back a photo of me holding a whiteboard. Written there, it says, "Congratulations on walking. Today I am 406 months old, and I can fucking drive. Honk honk, baby biatch. P.S. Tell your mom I say hey." I'll be honest with you guys before I go. This is gonna be a little weird, being that my wife is in the crowd. Lately, I feel like I miss dating. You know? No, hear me out. Like, maybe not dating per se, but I miss the chase, you know, the thrill of the catch. Not really a hunter, I'm more of a lover. But some of my friends are now single, you know, they're divorcing and they've all started, you know, dating again, and they're using dating apps on their phones, you know, digital dating, if you will. Anyways, I think I would be into it. They keep talking. How do I say this? What, sir, if I can be honest, can we just, you and I are going to talk here a little bit. I feel like if you have done this, it was probably with like an 8mm or something. But have you taken a dick pic, sir? Is this your wife with you? Has he ever, you know, dropped a dick pic in your lap or something like that? You know? No? Okay, well, I have never taken a dick pic either, you know, or I hadn't, you know. I've never even sent one, you know, unsolicited or otherwise. And I feel like this is something that I would be into. The closest I ever got to sending a dick pic. Once in high school, sent a picture of my friend Richard to this girl I was trying to set him up with. Didn't work out between them. Something about him being too short. She's a size queen. That's what that is, you know? If there is anybody here that didn't catch that, Richard, short form, is not just rich. It's also dick. So I sent the dick pic. Anyways. So I decided last week I was going to have a photo story of my life. Great effort. All right, guys, I think that's it for me. Your headliner's about to come up. Yeah. Wes Barker. You may have seen him on America's Got Talent. Maybe you've seen him in, what was it, Penn Tellers Fool Us? He fooled them, made those two geezers his bitches.
Been doing this for 10 years. It's the most awkward intro I've ever got. Not even close. Not a close second. Nothing. Most awkward. I'm okay with it. I can get a poster of myself up here. I don't know what's going on. This is amazing. Okay. I love it. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad we all showed up. I am a magician. If you just pick that up, I'm a magician. I know when I say that, you guys are like, this guy is too good looking to be a magician. In the front row right here, she's like, what's your name? Jane. I understand it's tough. We're in some tough company, Jane. We're gonna do this, okay? You're gonna rate me in dramatic fashion, okay? I'm gonna pull out numbers, and you're gonna let me know when to stop, okay? Now don't. I already know how attractive I am, okay? So don't try and hurt my feelings. Don't try and make me feel better. Just be honest with yourself, okay? Nope. Okay, that's good. Don't trust your instincts. I didn't expect it, to be honest. I mean, because George Clooney got Ryan Reynolds, I know where I stand. Okay. Okay, not a 9. Wow. Let's see. There we go. Let's go. She says, "Oh sure." Are you less? You don't feel confident? What do you want? You want to keep going? Are you okay? I don't want free choice. 8. An 8. Like I said, I knew before the show. I knew. I told you guys. A minor miracle. I know how attractive I am. An 8's fair, right? Because an 8. I'm from Vancouver, so more than fair. Ouch. Okay. Like 7.5 at the best. I'm from Vancouver, and I always somewhere get between a 7 and an 8, and I figured around here it'd be about the same. When I go down to LA, I drop to a 6. It's brutal. But when I go to Nebraska, always a 10. What I'm saying is, if you think you're ugly, just move. Look, my man, you were killing in Wisconsin. You know that, right? Yeah. Go, you're good. You're so good. That's good. No, I'm pretty good at magic. Not gonna lie, pretty good. Don't want to make it awkward for you guys, but pretty good. I'll even show you right now. Who likes balloon animals? Good. No, that's right. No, you don't. No, you don't. Me neither. Me neither. I bought a bunch of balloons. They came 1,000 balloons in this pump. I bought them at the dollar store, as you can tell. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to make balloon animals. Super hard to make. Couldn't even, not at all. So, I was like, I ended up with I had all these balloons left over because I just gave up. And it turns out that even if you make a really great balloon animal, no one cares. So I'm like, not going to do that. But I am going to use these balloons. Is this one full yet? Basically, I'm going to do this thing that's more like balloon swallowing, like sword swallowing, you know? But it's with a balloon. Yeah. Buckle up, this is really going to happen. Magic. Don't judge me. Okay. That's a small balloon. Any questions? You want to try it? You good? Oh, just trying to be fair. Oh my god. Does not taste good. Oh. I love starting with that trick. Because now it doesn't matter what I do. I can float in the air and set myself on fire and no one cares. I'm like, where's the balloon? It's gone. It's not coming back. It's a vanishing balloon trick. Give the girls some pointers. No, it's interesting because for some people, I'll just swallow a balloon. For other people, I don't know. But that trick does not go over the same way everywhere, as you can imagine. I did it in Elrose, Saskatchewan. You don't know where that is, and that's fine. I knew it was destined to be bad because I get a phone call and they're like, "Hey, can you do a show for 600 people?" I'm like, "Sure. What's the company?" They're like, "Oh, no, it's a town." Oh, okay. Like, fly to Saskatoon, we'll pick you up. Okay. Fly to Saskatoon. This dude picks me up. He's in a pickup truck. He's got literally a 6-pack in the middle, and he's just drinking. He's like, in about 2 hours, you can have what you want. I'm like, I guess. So we drive to Elrose, and I'm like, so where am I staying? And he's like, oh, you're staying with me. What? So you got those no hotels, 600 people. So I go there, and it's all the entire town, minus the kids and babysitters. The entire town's at my show. And I started right in the front row, like right here. There's these two super old dudes, like proper cowboys, like hats and everything, like real old, like dead but minus a bit, like whatever that is, right? And they're sitting there like this, and then all of a sudden, I just start with the balloon, and one guy goes, "Goddamn queer on stage." Whoa! So I stop, and I'm like, "Hey man, what's your name?" And he's like, "Bruce." Of course. Right? So I just took a Sharpie, I just wrote Bruce the Balloon. 2018, Bruce! You don't get to feel that way anymore. Good. He stayed for the whole show. He didn't like any of it, but he stayed. Oh man. No, pretty good at magician now, pretty good. I didn't get into magic until I was like 19, 20. A lot of people start when they're kids, right? And I didn't start, I was already in university when I started learning magic, but it made me okay, because I'm pretty normal. Like, if you ever met a magician, and then you met me, you'd be like, oh yeah, you're normal. Or if you ever seen a magician on TV, then you'd be like, oh yeah, he's normal, right? But like, when you become a magician and say you're like really young, like a kid, or you're even a teenager, you start losing social skills because you just immediately go to like, magic, and it just makes you weird. So I start getting really popular among magicians, which I didn't realize was going to happen, but I'm starting to get popular among magicians because I got some like YouTube videos blowing up. I'm on America's Got Talent, started being on these shows. So they called me up last year and they're like, hey, can you come to San Antonio and give a lecture at a magic conference? Because those exist. Put on by the Magic Circle, also real words. And I was like, okay. They're like, there's 3,000 magicians here, the young magicians, and they want to know, and come early, they want to sign autographs. I'm like, you want me to sign autographs? Yeah, I'll come early. I want to meet these 6 people. And I get there, there's 300 people in line. It took me 2.5 hours to go through the whole line with these autographs. I couldn't believe that these kids, they looked up to me like it. And this whole lineup is all the same. They're like really young, and they're skinny, and they get glasses, and like, if you dropped a bomb in that lineup, you would have killed nobody's boyfriend. That's what I'm trying to say. You know? It's that kind of group. So I bring them into this room, and there's like all there listening, like everything. And at this age, they still believe magic's real, you know? And it's like, I don't know what to do. They paid all this money, and it's like, magic's not real. And it really broke their hearts. But I grabbed one kid, set him aside, and I said, magic is real, but you're the chosen one. I think I ruined his life, but the rest of them, I don't know. Okay. But I'm pretty good at magic, and I'm going to prove to you guys right now. Right here, what's your name, sir? Frank! Seemed like a lie, because then he laughed at me. It was great. He's like, that was quick. I thought of a funny name. Frank. All right. Okay, not Frank. You ready for this? Name, don't say Canada or the States, okay? Don't do that. But name a country you might go to on vacation. What do you got? This is Europe. Europe's not really a country. Try again. France. Here we go. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. This is France, right?
Oh, sorry.
This is Australia. You're clapping on your side. All right, let's try a different one. Miss, what do you got? Name a country. Yep.
Uganda.
Don't make it weird. Uganda. Good. That's Mexico. Lithuania? Good one. I'm joking, I only have 2. That trick's like 1 for 6 at best. But I still do it. I still do it to show you guys what it's like being a magician. Because even though it's 1 for 6, I still put those flags in my pants every show. It's the kind of dedication I have to this. I don't even want to go for dinner with my friends. I'll shove flags in my pants. I'll be at dinner, someone will be like, hey, I think next year I might go to Australia. And I'm like, hang on. I climb on a chair and just, boom. I think it's going to be hilarious, right? And my friends are just like, it's so hard to be your friend. A difference there. But no, we're going to get to some good stuff in a minute. But let's start with being a magician, because when you're a magician, if I say magician, you think like, duck, duck, fireball, right? Well, maybe that kind of thing. Okay, Okay, I know. Like I thought, okay, when I became a magician, I'm like, oh, I want to do the thing where the guy walks out and just like, phew, doves. That looks awesome. And I met an old cruise ship magician who's been for like 20 years on cruise ships. He's like, hey, don't do doves. I was like, why? It's like one day he was going on stage, the opening act is coming off stage. Spoiler alert, the dove's hidden in your jacket. Cool. So they pass each other in the doorway. He makes room for the guy. He crushed his dove against the door frame. He had no idea. She's on stage, got the music, and the fog, and the glitter, and the chest hair, whatever magicians have, I don't know. And at the end, he's like, dove, and this bird comes out like... Lands in the third row, lady screams, doesn't get hired again. Too risky. I'm not doing it. What I do as a magician, though, is I do use things in the audience. It's just more fun. Run away, I'm talking about. Alright, Alicia, stand right there. We're gonna find something. I need to borrow some money real quick. You got any money? Any little cash in your wallet? You got any cash in your wallet? Come on, so you're probably gonna get it back. A little cash. Oh, this guy, look at this guy. We'll take the whole wallet. Alright, you got options here. You can have receipts, or looks like the choice of one of two $5 bills. So go for it. Take out which one? Take out some money. Take out one of those bills. On 5? Okay, good. What you're gonna do is you're gonna write your initials really big on that dude's money, okay? What was your name, sir? Jaminder, okay. And you were doing some weird hand signal there. I didn't know. If I say your name with a hand signal, I'm out for sure. All right, now display it like a magician would. Shows me you signed it. Display it like a magician. Or like that. That works too. That's fine. That's fine. Is that what you think a magician does? You think my job is this? Okay. No, you're doing good. Okay, we'll try it. Let me try it. All right. So stand right here. This is very important. Alicia, you're over there. I'm over here. Watch. Everybody can see. Now, you might not be able to see what she wrote on here, but you'll recognize this $5 bill again, right? Okay. So some magicians take a 5, and we'll fold it super small, and then turn it into a dove. But we've been over that. I do more like this. Oh, this magician's good. Alicia, you don't know where it is, but you should. You know why? It's in your bra, left side. Yes, it is. I'm not. You get it or I get it. Somebody's got to get it. I know it's not, but you really believe. You're awesome. You're great. I know, you knew, but you still trusted me. If I tell her it's true, like twice, she's like, okay, I'll believe it. Okay. All right, Alicia, we owe Govinder $5. We got to find something in your bag worth $5. Let's see, you got anything here worth $5? You got a book in here. What else you got in here? You got a book. That's not very fun. What the hell is this? I'm sure you can. Yeah, you can explain that. Were you at a bachelorette party or something? No? We were just for fun. Okay. Is this your watch? No? Alright. What else we got here? What is this? Oh wow, I see. Okay. Souvenir, good. Condoms look a little beat up. 3's a lot for a Wednesday, but hey. Good. Toothbrush. Makes sense. Don't do that. Good. Welcome to Bed Victor. Oh, here we go. This is good. Check this out. Here we go. You guys can see lemon. Not even the strangest thing in your bag. You don't hear this. I got an idea. If you sorry, squeeze this thing. If you ever lose money, check the fruit. You guys can see. Looks like there's a $5 bill in here. Let me pry it all over here. Can you grab that? Take that out. If it had your initials written on it, they would just go crazy. I've seen it before. You get it? Linda, you're gonna pick a card. So reach in here, take one out, anyone you want, doesn't matter. Two of hearts, good choice. Remember the two of hearts? Is it the two of hearts, Linda? Of course it is, right? I know what I'm doing. Here, can you do me a favor? Can you write your name on there? Write your name on there. Linda, all right, so I promise you, I will not waste your time with crappy card tricks. Linda signed this two of hearts. Only the finest card tricks for you people. The card here, right? Pretend to shuffle. You don't want to really shuffle it. That ruins everything. I don't know if you know that about cards. Do you know that? Okay, but the important part is, Linda, would you like to shuffle? Because you can't. Okay, good. I always keep a card in my pocket, obviously, right? Okay? No? You missed it? You guys missed it. Oh, do instant replay in case you missed it the first time. We do it again, just in case. Makes sense? Catch it on? Linda, watch. Can you stand up for just 1 second? Because I want them to see very clearly. They're obviously missing something here. Your card looks like it's in the deck. It's already in my pocket. Go for it. Take it out. Just kidding. It's not in there. No, I actually keep one in the front here. Weird. Yeah, most people go in like this in the pocket, but you were like that. It's been a while. All right. Linda, are you here with anybody romantically? She just gestured. So, you don't have a little special someone? Ooh, let's go. Good, this is plus Wes. That's my name. We'll write forever. No, we'll write for now. For now. Forever is a little hot, right? Okay. Now, the reason I do this is just so in the back, even there, like, even if you can't read this, you're like, that's a two hearts with stuff written on it. All right, check this out. This is the trick I remember. All right, put it in here. Pretend to shuffle it. You don't want to really shuffle it. Okay, do this move right here. Oh, that's so good. Doesn't matter. All right. This does not go up my sleeves. Watch this. Here we go. Not the sleeves. Here we go. We had a 1 year engagement. That's pretty normal, I think. 1 year engagement, that seems normal to me. But at the moment that I asked her, the moment I proposed, she already had a wedding dress for 2.5 years. Is that a lot? Feels like a lot. Feels like a lot to me. I'm not joking at all. I rewind our relationship. Like, we'd only been a couple years. We never wanted to discuss marriage. I'm driving home from a gig at 8 in the morning. And I get a phone call, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? She's like, I have something weird to ask you. I was like, yeah, go for it. She said, oh, well, the wedding dress I like is being discontinued. So should I buy it? I was not expecting that. So I was like, they don't go bad. That wasn't well received, so I followed that up with, someone will marry you one day. And I guess she drove through a tunnel because we got disconnected. She hung up, and she drove down to Seattle. It's like 2 hours from where we live. And she bought this dress. By the time I got home from the gig, it was already hanging in my closet. Like my closet, she had no room in hers. It was literally just like, whoa, this is reality now. Okay. It's my little party trick. I had friends over, I tell them the story, they wouldn't believe me. I'd be like, hey, look in the closet. And they'd be like, wow, you should ask her to marry you. And I'm like, I don't know if she'll say yes. So it was like, I don't know what to do. Played that game for a while, but I got around to it. But the reason I didn't want to do it was because I don't want kids. I didn't want kids. I know that already. I didn't know how she felt about it. We never talked about it. I figured we could just carry on forever not talking about it. So one of my friends obviously decided to talk about it for us and threw me under the bus. And it turns out she didn't want kids either. I'm like, oh, we could have been talking about this. And everyone thinks that's a weird choice, but it's not. It's like, as a magician, just I'm a magician doesn't mean I'm great with kids. Common misconception, I'm terrible with kids. So bad. As a magician, I have one trick for kids. I'll show you it now. I always wear a bunch of elastics on my wrist, and I do an elastic trick for kids. I would take an elastic and go like this. Because it's quick, it's visual, it's the right amount of gross. Kids love it. Okay, I'm going to write predictions of what I think Brad's going to say. And I'm sorry, I can't really turn to you guys right now. That's just the way of the angles. I don't want to turn, because Brad, if I wrote on this notepad, you couldn't see what I'm writing, correct? Nope. Can you speak in the mic, or is the mic on? Nope. Okay, perfect. So I don't want to turn, because I don't want Brad to have a chance of seeing this, okay? So you guys, you might get to see it like later, not when it's happening. Sorry about that. That's you sat there. That's not me. That's not you. All right. So Brad, you just stare straight ahead, okay? And think nothing, okay? Just keep a clear mind. I'm going to try and predict what you might say later. Think nothing, okay? You got that, Brad?
Got it.
Got it. Okay. All right, Brad. Don't say anything. But in a minute, you're going to name a color. Don't say anything. Don't think anything. I'm going to try and predict what you might say later. Don't do anything. I don't know, pretty good with the colors, so I think I feel good about that. I don't know. Hot here? Okay, I don't know. All right, next one. They get harder, so bear with me. The next one is, in a minute you're going to name a number between 1 and 1,000, so that's a lot. Don't say anything, don't even think anything. That's a lot, 1 and 1,000 is a lot. Okay, Wes, don't doubt yourself. If you're a mind reader, just do it, just write whatever you think is going to be right. That's almost certainly wrong. Okay, fun. Fun. That doesn't feel right to anybody, does it? No. Okay, cool. I get 1 out of 3. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Like, relax, ladies. I'm just sweating. All right, here we go. Don't rush the stage. Okay. The last one is a tricky one because he might know it's an animal, but he might want to know more animals than me. It's kind of confusing. I'm gonna try anyways. Don't say anything. Don't even think anything. In a minute, you're gonna name an animal, and I'm gonna go for this one because it feels like a good one. I get points just for being right upside down. Okay, I'm locked in right now. The reason this is in the middle of the show, just in case, because it's so hard. Brad, I'm all set, so we're gonna try, buddy. Here we go. Nice and loud, into the mic. Name a color.
Pink.
All right, now let's try another. We're all synced up. Mentally, we're synced up. So now, name a number between 1 and 1,000.
173.
Hello. Last thing. Here we go. 3 for 3. Let's do it. Name an animal.
Lion.
Right? All right. Mike, is it? All right. You're gonna hang out right here. You're gonna sit in the chair right here. You're gonna sit right here, just like that, facing that way. All right. We're gonna try something, you and me. Mike, do you know what a blow dart gun is? Okay. Blow dart guns are super illegal. Okay, all across Canada and most of the states. I don't know why, because they're like the easiest weapon to make. Right? I made one. I went to Home Depot, $5, half-inch plastic pipe. You go to the dollar store, you get a laser pointer, and you just tape it on the end, and that way you get this. It's a really bad laser pointer. Okay, it's pretty good. So if anyone asks, it's just an ugly laser pointer. Got it? Okay, good. Now I'll teach you how to make this. I won't teach you how to make the darts because if I teach you how to make the darts, that's a bit hard to explain. The darts, I won't show you how to make them, but I will say, well, they kind of look like this. The pointy part kind of looks like a finishing nail. And the cone part looks like, the very tip of a birthday party hat if you cut it off and glue it to a finishing nail. Not saying that's exactly how you can make it. Okay, good. Sure is what they look like, though. Okay. Let's try this chair here. This might be better. Okay. Mike, we're going to try something. You're going to shoot the blow dart gun for me. You're going to shoot the blow dart gun at the cardboard that I cut to fit. I had no idea that was going to fit. Super win. Okay, now, what happens when you do this, let me show you real quick. When you do this, is you put the dart in the back, right? Like this. And then you give it a, it's not a and then you die. Right? Yeah, you don't want that. Exhale only. Okay. And then hold it flat. You tip it either way, gravity, you know what I mean? Might fall out. You have gravity here? Okay, you're set. Okay. Now, the laser, I tried to put the laser on, but I think I think I must have left it on in my bag, so it might die on us, but let's just do it. Yeah, it's gonna die, that's okay. Practice shot, Mike. Fire one in the middle here. Woo! Okay, he missed, but that's okay. Just a practice shot. That was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. You try and get the laser on the bottom too because of gravity. Hang on to your shots there. All right. Now, don't shoot anything. Got one more step to do before we shoot some stuff. Sorry if your sight lines are blocked a little bit. This is the last trick that will happen for. But here, hang on to that. Can you take this one here? And can you have a look at your newspaper? And when you're happy with it being a newspaper, you're going to rip it in half. And then you're going to put the halves together. And then you're going to rip 3 strips, right? And then you put those 3 strips, and you rip those 3 strips in quarters, so you end up with pieces that are roughly the size of your hand, nice and neat. They're really hard to rip. It's not a trick. They're gonna look like this. Mine are perfect, but I do this every day. Go ahead. So yeah, you're doing good, and then just faster over here would be better. That's perfect. Oh, this looks like garbage. No, because it is garbage, because it is newspaper. It wasn't your job, it was a joke. Oh, it's too far. Mine was lost on me. Mike, Matt, what was it again? Mike, okay. Might change it. I'm going to drop it like this. You're going to shoot one. Are you ready? You have one locked in? How? You just have it all holding it down. Did it slide down? Okay, let's try it. You ready for this? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It was nothing. That was horrifying. What'd you do? No, because you let it slide down. I told you. Put it in fresh. Hold it level. Hold it level. Oh. I've played this game before. Trust the magician. Yeah, no. Hold it in the middle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh! And there's still so many shots left. This is so exciting. Okay. This is so exciting. Now, let me get this. I really cut it fit, didn't I? Now, so you hit one. Okay. Okay. Give me a. Read off a word from there. A big word, not a little word. The biggest word you got. Not Andrew thought. What do you got? Oh, you can. You're not from Fort Mac. You can do it. Recharge. I love it. I love it. And what if you hit? What if you hit like this page here? What word have you got there? Ceremonies. Ceremonies. Because it's a newspaper. Because words are all different. We ripped up 3 pages, right? So we had what, like a million pieces. I'm telling you how to tell the story later, okay? But we ripped it up. They fell from the sky. You shot a homemade blow-dart gun across the stage. And on your second shot, you hit a page. And on that page, you hit the word recharge. And that doesn't blow your mind because you don't know what I wrote on the back of here. Oh!